Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I am going to do my wrap-up for spring break. My spring break is over. I'm going back to school today, and I read 6 books in last week, so I'm just going to share with you the 6 books and what I rated it. So the first book I read on audio was The Alchemist, which is this one here. And this is by, I don't know how to say his last name, Paul Callahoo. I don't know how to say his name. But anyway, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This book was recommended that I read this because it has a lot of quotes in it and it's very uplifting. My favorite quote from this book was, "When you really want something, the whole universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." So that was my favorite quote from that book. So again, I gave it 4 stars. The second book that I read, I finally finished. To Kill a Mockingbird. Here you go. That's Kill a Mockingbird. And this is by Harper Lee. I started this back in February, and I was reading it, and the writing was a little too hard for me. So I joined Scrib, and they had it there on audio, and I listened to the rest of the book by audio, and I finished it. I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. The reason is the language in this book I didn't like, and it deals with, let's see, it says very racial, school brutality, rape, and even mentions Hitler in this book. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Okay, the next book is my favorite of all the books I read, and this one was Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I couldn't put this book down. I was reading this for Read with Friends, and I was supposed to only read 50 pages and put it down each day, and I was so engrossed in this book that I kept reading, and I finished it before everybody else. So this has a lot of, it is new adult, so it has a lot of sexual content in it, but the story was very good. I really enjoyed it. It is about a guy named Miles, and he is a pilot, and a girl named Tate, who is a nurse, and they fall in love, but however, it reminded me of Shades of Grey, where he is like very standoffish, and he only wants sex. That's all he wants. He doesn't want love. He doesn't want, but something happened to Miles 6 years ago, and while you're reading this, you want to find out what happened to Miles. Like it jumps back and forth from 6 years ago to now, 6 years ago to now, and it was very intriguing to read. I really enjoyed it, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I picked up on audio was, I wanted something uplifting and funny, and so I picked up I Heart My Little A-Holes, which is this one, and this is by Karen Albert. This one was very crude. I gave it 3 stars. She talks about diapers a lot, and poopy, and genital parts, and it was kind of funny. I did enjoy it, but you could not listen to this in front of kids. Like, it was an uplifting type thing, more for adults, and I did have some issues with it, but otherwise I did enjoy it, so I give it 3 stars. Okay, the next book I also picked up on audio was Vanishing Girls by Lauren Oliver. Okay, this one I gave 3 stars, probably 3.5 if I did enjoy it, but it did jump around a lot from character to character. At one point I didn't know where I was, and I was listening to this, so it didn't keep me focused on the book. So it's not what you're expecting, like Vanishing Girls. It is about two girls that get in an accident, and that's all I'm going to tell you. And then the rest of the book is like, it goes back into the past, and it goes back and it goes through the accident and all that. So I don't want to spoil anything. I just gave it 3 stars. It wasn't my favorite of it, Lauren Oliver. If you want to read a Lauren Oliver, read Panic. It's really good. Okay. The last book that I just finished was a nonfiction book, and it is called 5 Love Languages. There it is right there. And this is by Gary Chapman. My sister recommended that I read this book. It was given to her by her pastor. It is a Christian book, but I did enjoy it otherwise. I read it from cover to cover. It took me 2 days to read it. It's only a 200-page book. I did cry during reading this book. I think that's part of my issues, why I'm so upset. I need more quality time with my husband, and he's always working. So I think that that is hitting me. So anyway, I did do the quiz at the end of the book, and the quiz there's 5 languages. The first one is words of affirmation. The second one is quality time. The third one is gift giving. The fourth one is acts of service, and the 5th one is physical touch. So I did do the quiz at the end of the book, and it is saying that I am my love language is acts of service and physical touch, but quality time made me I cried. I was crying while I was reading this book. But anyway, I tried to get after I finished the book, I tried to get my husband to do the quiz at the end, and he just didn't want to have anything to do with it. So that hurt a little, but what am I going to do? So maybe eventually he will go and do the quiz, but right now I don't know. That's it. So I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. So anyway, that's the 6 books that I read. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.